Welcome to the broadcast, everybody. I'm Todd, and this is Digging Life 21. Today, we're going to primarily be working with the Cat 309 excavator. We're coming back from the Christmas holidays. Looks like they did get my, they got my electrical put in. It passed inspection. That's just electrical wire going to the well. So that's good news. I'm just going to backfill with 3/4. That way they don't have this compacting down over time. I'm just going to knock the dirt back in, obviously, there. Let's hop to it. I've also got the newly rebuilt Fecon FMX 36 mulching head. We're going to use it to reduce the size of a brush pile up there. Try to save the customer some money. We're back up here at the top of the property. This is the pile of just sticks and brush that I'm going to use the Fecon head to minimize the size of. But I've got this one trunk to cut up, and I'll probably cut a couple of those other ones up just to make them fit a little bit easier. And the Mac. These are my two favorite saws. Actually, all my saws are favorite because they're all steel. That'll start an argument in the comments. So if you want some entertainment, go down in the comments. Be sure. Go ahead and add a comment of your own. Which one's better? Steel, Husqvarna, or another pick? This is my 462. I've had it for some time. It's a really good saw. This is my newer 500i. I'm really not sure how long we've had it. I mean, it's within a year. This is a hoss. That is a heck of a cutting saw, but you better run non-ethanol in it. After about a month of sitting, or I noticed if you leave it sitting in the sun or your fuel tank in the sun in the summertime and it gets really hot, it won't hit a lick. I don't know why, but something about that fuel getting hot, I don't know if it's vapor lock or what, but it will not want to start. That's the thing about having employees, which I don't have right now. They do not sharpen a saw at the end of the day. I don't think I was the last one to use this saw, otherwise those would be razor sharp. We're gonna find out. This first start in probably over a month, I think, for either of these saws. So let's see. This one doesn't prime. This is the 462. Let's see how it do. Let's see if it's sharp. That's pretty pathetic. But what do you expect? Now this one is my saw, which nobody touches. Razor sharp. Look how dull that was. It actually burnt the wood. It's black in there. Now I'm going to cut the same exact spot. Same direction, everything. 500i. Probably been about the same amount of time since this one's been started. You do have to prime it. Let's see if this one starts as good, or maybe better, maybe not as good. So I'm trying to do better about making these videos kind of fast clips and not drawn out. I'm trying not to talk too much, make it a little bit more entertaining, but when I see an opportunity to say something I feel is important, I'm going to take it. This is the difference in somebody that owns their stuff and then an employee. Prime example. That saw at the beginning of the day is ready to work. I don't have to show up, sharpen it, get it ready to go. My stuff's ready to go at the start of the day, not when I get there and spend 2 hours prepping everything. That's just not a good practice, I feel like. Now that's not to say that everything I do should be law. I do things different. Some things I do wrong, I'm sure, especially by people's opinions. But you can see that when it comes to chainsaws, if you're throwing out little bitty chips, that's what you want. A dull saw will work you to death. Every 2 tanks of gas, I go ahead and hit my teeth. You saw the teeth on that saw. Look at this. And I tried to preach to them, you know, my employees. Had 2 this year, one of which he's a great guy, did good work. Just decided to move on to better things. But still, I'm a picky person, and anybody who watches this and comes to potentially work with me, I am extremely picky. I like for my stuff to stay pretty clean, and I like for it to be taken care of. Otherwise, you're not gonna last long here. And today, just working at my pace by myself, I realized why I went so long working by myself. I'm just a picky son of a gun, and I'm okay with that. This chain, I think, is just too far gone. The teeth are absolutely just shot. Looks like they're trying to cut cement with it. It's gonna be a while before I take on any more employees, and when I do, it's gonna be to take on a professional and somebody that cares, and I'm gonna pay them accordingly. And if I can't pay somebody in that capacity, then I probably just don't have the right to hire somebody. A little demonstration. Everything's going good today as far as down there. I'm going to block this up just a little bit, a couple of logs out of it, and Then we'll see what that Fecon head will do to that pile. And yes, I don't recommend drop starting a saw. The proper way is to put it between your legs like that. Just like that. That's the proper way. Not the proper. Sometimes, well, I'll tell you anyway. Let's stretch this Fecon's muscles a little bit. First run up, let's go select mulcher, double check our flow, 80%, okay. This machine runs about 40 gallons per minute. They actually put it on flow system, so that's what it runs. I'm gonna start out at low RPMs here, at low idle. Working correctly. So now I'm going to go to continuous flow. Continuous flow is div. We're going to give it a slow run up. It's running pretty smooth. Auto idle off and on is off, so it's running full throttle all the time. That sounds really good. That guy is humming. And you notice that head speed isn't going away. It doesn't lose speed when I move it around. And that is because this 309 has two hydraulic pumps and one is dedicated to run that head. So let's let it idle down kind of slow, because I did forget to change it over to a one-way valve and I don't want it to have to try to just push that through the case drain. Definitely my preference. And what I'm going to do is try to throw these chips perpendicular to the, or parallel to the road, so I don't just cover it up with a bunch of mess. So let's run that head up again. Actually, move that head where it's not pointing toward me, and I'll go ahead and stand next to this pile so you guys can see how big it is. It's about as tall as me. Now let's see. And those teeth are not razor sharp like they are when I first start running a set. There, she kicked in. It's gonna get loud. Let's see what she'll do. Usually, if I'm doing like just a pile of stuff like that, what I like to do is kind of just come in at the end and work my way up and down. I was putting wood chips all over that road. We're just going to work our way along. Let me try to readjust here. Like I say, I'd rather sling my chips down that way and that way. Now, let's see what we can do. One reason that I'm doing this, when you're hauling brush out, a lot of times the customer's paying for all that space in between all the twigs and brush and everything. And they're going to be paying me by time to haul this stuff. So I need to get as much onto the truck as possible from that aspect. And the stump dump, they charge by the load. So the more material that I can get on the truck, the better it is for my customer. Now I don't want to spend so much time. Now see, like this stuff down at the bottom, it'll sling it out. So I'm just going to work my way into it a little bit here. That's a stump. It ain't wanting to eat that. As you can see, we're working right through this pile. Always let you get speed back up, because it's just like it's swinging an axe. Only this head has 20 axe heads. Swinging at one time, I said, little twig, I can get him. Keep your teeth out of the dirt, just like a chainsaw. They're not going to have much to pay to haul out by the time I'm done. Now the Yanmar would not do this good. It's not as stout. It would do okay, but not like the kitty cat here. This cat was made for this. Notice that I'm starting and stopping the video. What I'm doing is I'm checking to make sure that it's still the picture is still in you guys' view. Let it speed back up. That little stuff really doesn't hold up much of a fight here. Now see, if I went up here and just swung from right to left on that stuff in the top, it would throw it. It wouldn't really chop it up too good. Practice, you get where you know just how much you can bite in before it grabs stuff and just slings it. See that? Slung that stick right there. That's not necessarily what I want to happen. I'm trying to sling most of my wood chips down there on the straw. Give it a little bit more erosion protection. wasn't planned to haul this stuff out. Otherwise, I probably would have structured this a little bit different. So that stick sticking up right there, I bet I can grab him. Nope, no dice that time. A lot of times when they're sticking up, I can grab them. Alright, I'm going to keep working away at this pile. We'll check back in once I've got it mulched as much as I can. Well, nothing will bring things to a screeching halt like a blown O-ring. As you can see, I've blown it out in there. It's very inconvenient. But that's alright, because it decided to blow out right when I was finishing up here. As you can see, I've reduced this pile to nothing. Just a few sticks here. I'll have a little bit of, I'll have to bring my blower up here and blow this stuff out, but you can see for the most part what it turns this stuff into. Just, there's some good sized stuff, but for the most part it's little bitty stuff like this. Thanks for joining me, guys. We're just gonna go ahead and call that a day. Run out to the cat dealer and pick me up an O-ring or two, or probably ought to go ahead and get about 10 of them. That thing blew it out. I've got a little bit down in there I want to mulch up tomorrow. I think it's going to turn out to be about 1 truckload of wood debris and maybe a load of stumps. You guys be sure to drop us a like, comment, and subscribe. Comment Fecon, because Fecon really was the hero of the day, knocking out that pile of brush, saving this customer a lot of money. And it really only took me about 20-25 minutes, if that. We love you guys. See you on the next one.